everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here today. I'm going to show you how I created this really cute floral card, so stay tuned. Today I'm showcasing this really neat floral die set that was sent to me by Spellbinders. They were kind enough to send this to me to create with. So I'm really excited about it because it's really chilly here in Texas, and I could use some springtime flower love right now. That's a little bag there I'm showing you. It's what these dies normally come in before they're released. And I'm storing them now on these magnet cards from Stamp & Storage. I recently received them in a package from them, and I've been using them, and I really like them. I think they're actually really sturdy, and I like the white. It matches my craft room. I highly recommend them. And then I'm going to be using, for the background, I'm going to be using this really old stencil, this cloud stencil from My Favorite Things. And then, of course, my trusty A2 layering waffle flower layering dies, if I could say that right. Here I'm just showcasing the cardstock that I picked to make today's flower. I just picked a bunch of cardstock from my stash. Some of it's Gina K and some of it's Basil. I haven't used my Basil cardstock in forever, and I thought this would showcase the flower really well. So here's an example of the card I made. That's what we are going to create in today's video. That was my practice run before I made the video. So those are the die cuts that I cut out, and I laid them out so I can think of how I wanted to place them down onto the card panel today. And now I'm setting up to cut out the card panel. I'm using the A2 layering dies from Waffle Flower. I'm using the biggest one in the set, in the A2 set, because this is an A2 size card. Here I'm using my Altenew low tack sticky mat to hold down the card panel, and I'm just using the stencil here to make the clouds, and I'm using Tumbled Glass Distress Oxide ink for the ink today. And I'm making sure to rotate the stencil around because I want to add interest to this panel. If you keep doing the same one over and over again, it looks kind of boring. So make sure to rotate the stencil when you're making clouds. And then I want to give the full treatment to this card panel. I want a full sky for the background because we're going to make the flower look like it's floating in the sky. And just go, like I said, light pressure, just smoothing things out there. One last row of clouds here. There we go. I think the tumbled glass looks really nice for clouds. And just smoothing things out. There we go, that looks great. Just peeling it away from the low tack sticky mat. It's ready to go for the next step, which is splatter. Who doesn't love to splatter? Come on now. So I'm getting out my Gina K Glimmer Mist, the glittering gold, spraying it down into my glass mat. And then I have my splat box out here. You want to use some sort of box to contain the splatter because otherwise it would just get all over the place. So here we go, just going in with the light tap here and there. Splatter makes everything better, doesn't it? So is it getting chilly where you are? Are you getting lots of snow? We're supposed to get some chilly weather next week. We're supposed to get in the lows are supposed to be in the 20s and teens for a few days. I'm so not looking forward to that. I'm not a cold weather person. And that's why I love to live in Texas, because usually it's warm and hot. So I am not looking forward to that. It'll be a good time to set up the fireplace and get some beef stew going, I think. And get my cozy Sherpa blankets out, which I always have out, but I will have to get most of the other ones out. I have a lot of Sherpa blankets. Now we're drying the panel. There we go. Just to make sure it's all dry before I put the flower on it. And trying to flatten it out because it warped a little bit there. All right, that's ready to go. Okay, so now we're getting ready to do the paper piecing and layer the flower together. This is the first layer of the flower. Just adding my Gina K liquid glue down. There we go. So do you all like to paper piece? Let me know in the comments below. I love to paper piece. I've been paper piecing for years, so it's really fun to me. I like puzzles, so that's what this reminds me of, is putting a puzzle together. So there we go. There goes down the first layer. A little bit of dark pink cardstock. I'm not sure what the name of it is. Just kind of straightening it up there a little bit. And there we go, adding the green. And I'm going to add the stem and the leaves. I know the green cardstocks are from Gina K Designs. I love her cardstock. I want to eventually get all her cardstock in my stash. It's just a good weight and feel, and it cuts really nice. There we go. Just adding the other layer there. Doesn't this just make you feel like spring is around the corner? I told you I've been on a floral kick lately, doing flower cards. And I'm just adding the acrylic block there to hold down the pieces to make sure they adhere. And now we're adding the leaves to the stem. I thought this was quite an interesting type of flower, but there's different ways you can use this too, if you think about it. There we go. I still can't believe I'm on video. This is video episode number 20. I can't believe it. I'm moving right along. And just adhering the leaves with the acrylic block, that actually really does help. There we go. So, how do you all like to stay warm? Do you do you have fireplaces in your houses, or do you just turn up the heat and add extra blankets, make some nice good warm food, or to comfort food, I should say? And let me know in the comments below. Like I said, we're gonna probably make beef stew this week, and then some other nice comfort foods to keep us warm and cozy. I'm not too worried about my dogs, because my dogs, they're Shelties, so that my dogs have lots of hair. So I know they will stay warm. But they don't like the cold. As soon as they go out, they want in. There we go. Just finishing the leaves here. I think this looks really pretty. It's kind of it's a simple card, but not too simple. There's lots of little pieces here, so it takes some time to put it together. But in the end, it looks great. Like I said, different is good. And just finishing putting the center onto the flower. And I'm still, and just to update y'all, I'm still on the hunt for a Sheltie puppy. I'm still keeping my eyes out. I almost had a potential for one the other day, but I didn't like the health guarantee. It was a 24-hour health guarantee, so I wasn't too fond of that. Not all medical issues show up in 24 hours. She said I could return them if I wanted to, but I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Because when I get a dog, I get a dog. So, hopefully I'll find one soon. There we go. And I've been making a lot of these pre-done sentiments. I've been having fun with foiling. And I did that yesterday. I made a lot of really neat ones with like the rainbow foiled. With the rainbow foil, I made a bunch of sentiments. I did silver ones. I did a champagne color, did gold, had a whole lot of fun making sentiments. So I like using these up for the sentiment on the card. I thought this fit perfect. It looks great down there in that bottom right hand corner. Oh, I also wanted your opinion. Which card do you like best here? Do you like the ink blended one on the right? That is the one I used Distress Oxide inks on. I cut everything out in white cardstock. And then I used sponge sugar and what is the other pink one? I can't remember the name of the other pink one. So I used 2 pinks and squeezed lemonade and gathered twigs on that one, and then twisted citron and mowed lawn to create the cardstock on the other card. But I think I actually like the card here, the one that I used the colored cardstocks for, because you can definitely see the difference in the colors. So I just wanted to thank everybody for watching my videos, thumbs upping, subscribing to my channel. Make sure to leave comments. So thank you all so very much for your support. I really appreciate it. See you in the next video. Ciao for now.